Well, not Chinese expatriate. It's an expat actually from Western country to work in China. China, as you know, is a strategic location for many multinational companies. Currently, there are about over 500,000 expats working in China, and many of them have the job duty of managing and leading Chinese employees. But for those expat managers who have this kind of people management duties, find it challenging to kind of effectively leading and managing Chinese employees. So I conducted the research to understand how expat managers can effectively lead and manage Chinese employees. What the book and my research is based on is basically based on nearly 400 senior expatriate managers, and based on their experiences of managing Chinese employees. And many of them share with me that leading people is challenging in China because they observe that Chinese employees have several unique characteristics. For example, they observe that their Chinese employees tended not to speak up, particularly in meetings, which of course cause some communication problems. And they also observe that their Chinese employees place a high value on saving face, and they have a very high respect for hierarchy. So all these characteristics are significantly different from the employee in their home country, I mean expatriate home country, and the other country they have worked. So based on their experiences and also the data I have collected, the key finding is that those successful expats are those who understand Chinese cultural values and the work attitude and behavior of Chinese employees. And more importantly, based on these characteristics, they adjusted their leadership behavior, so which highlighted the importance of aligning leadership behavior with follower characteristics. In this book, based on the experiences of those nearly 400 senior expat managers, I covered not only relevant leadership theories, attitude and behavior of Chinese employees, but also based on their experience, I offer 12 actionable and practical tips for expats who are currently working or planning to work in China. For example, one tip is to avoid any circumstances that might lead Chinese employees losing face, because face is kind of represent their esteem, pride, and the social status. So it's important to avoid any situation. But of course, for detail is in the book. And I think the very important thing for any expat manager want to work in China, it's important to understand Chinese cultural values and local work practices. And even more important is to adjust their own leadership behavior to cater the expectations and preferences of Chinese employees. I have been living in the UK for over 20 years, and there are significant cultural differences between, let's say, Western countries like UK, USA, and China. So if any expat can learn local cultures, local institution arrangements, and workplace behaviors, that was really helpful.